Welcome back, coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today we're uncovering the most valuable Australian 20 cents and 2 cents coins that are worth big money in today's market. Some of these small coins have surprised collectors by selling for thousands of dollars, depending on their year, condition, and rarity. Let's get started. Australian 2 cent 1982 coin is one of those remarkable treasures hiding in plain sight, a small copper piece that today has captured massive attention in the global coin market. Even though it once circulated across Australia as everyday pocket change, in extra fine condition, it has now become a coin with tremendous value potential, a coin collectors chase passionately, and a coin that could truly lead you toward a millionaire-level discovery as the market continues to grow stronger every year. The history of the Australian 2 cent coin reaches back to the nation's decimal changeover in 1966, when Australia modernized its currency system. These copper coins quickly became a symbol of the new era, featuring bold Australian wildlife and high-quality design. By 1982, the Royal Australian Mint had perfected production quality, giving this particular year a strong identity among collectors who appreciate coins from the golden era of decimal copper. The obverse of the 1982 2 cent coin proudly displays the refined portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin. This portrait is loved by collectors for its elegant style and detailed craftsmanship. In extra fine condition, the Queen's image remains bright, crisp, and beautifully defined, adding strong visual appeal to the coin and signaling to collectors that it has been extremely well preserved through the decades. The reverse of the coin elevates it even further with one of the most iconic designs in Australian numismatic history. Stuart Devlin's masterful depiction of the frill-necked lizard has become a worldwide favorite. The lizard's dramatic frill, graceful body, and expressive posture are captured with incredible artistic precision. In extra fine condition, every detail of the lizard stands out sharply, making the coin look as stunning as the day it left the mint. Collectors admire this design not only for its art, but also for its national symbolism. Devlin created a piece of Australian identity with this design, making the 2 cent series instantly recognizable across the world. This strong artistic heritage raises the value and desirability of all 1982 coins that have survived in premium condition, creating a strong market for high-grade examples. Rarity is one of the biggest reasons the 1982 2 cent coin has become such a high-value collectible. While millions were minted at the time, copper coins naturally suffer from fast wear and discoloration, leaving only a small number surviving in extra fine condition. These surviving coins are now scarce gems in the collector world, and scarcity always brings value in the booming coin market. Collectors today are actively searching for coins that represent both history and investment potential. The 1982 2 cent coin offers both in abundance. It carries the legacy of the early decimal era, and its excellent design makes it visually unforgettable. These factors combine to make it a strong target for serious collectors who want to secure high-potential pieces before they become even harder to find. The appeal of extra fine condition cannot be overstated. Coins preserved with clean surfaces, defined edges, and rich color command far higher prices than worn examples. An extra fine 1982 2 cent coin displays sharp details of the lizard and the Queen's portrait, creating an immediate impact for anyone viewing it. This condition is exactly what makes collectors compete fiercely for this coin in today's vibrant market. The current action market for Australian coins is extremely active, and copper coins have recently surged in popularity. Collectors admire the beauty, the national heritage, and the unique designs of these pieces, pushing demand to new heights. As a result, the 1982 2 cent coin has begun appearing more frequently in auctions, often generating strong bidding activity. Its market value in dollars continues to rise because of the simple rule of supply and demand. With fewer high-grade examples available each year, and more collectors joining the global search for classic Australian coins, prices have shown a steady upward trend. The 1982 issue is frequently highlighted as a coin with long-term investment strength, especially in extra fine condition. This surge in demand is not just happening inside Australia. Collectors from the United States, Europe, and Asia have all begun focusing on Australian decimal coins. Stuart Devlin's designs in particular have gained international recognition, giving coins like the 1982 2-cent piece a growing global audience. This international demand boosts the coin's value even further. Collectors who understand market trends know that discontinued denominations like the 2-cent coin often appreciate the fastest. Since these coins are no longer produced or used in circulation, every surviving example becomes more valuable over time. Extra fine coins rise the quickest, which is why the 1982 issue is seen as an outstanding addition to any serious collection. For collectors who want to invest wisely, the key is always to secure coins with excellent visual appeal, sharp details, and growing demand. The 1982 2-cent coin checks all of these boxes. Its strong historical background, artistic significance, and rising value in today's market make it a high-potential treasure worth holding on to. If you're exploring coins that could make you a millionaire in the future, this is the type of coin worth paying attention to. It has a powerful combination of rarity, beauty, and market strength. As high-grade examples disappear into private collections, the value of the remaining coins is expected to continue growing significantly. Collectors who already own this coin in extra fine condition often regard it as a prized piece in their collection. Its sharp lizard design and bright preserved copper shine make it a standout coin visually, while its rising market value makes it a standout financially. Few coins from the 1980s offer this level of potential and demand. In conclusion, the Australian 2-cent 1982 coin in extra fine condition is far more than a simple copper piece. It represents art, history, identity, and future value, all in one small but powerful collectible. Its rarity, beauty, increasing demand, and outstanding performance in the modern action market make it a coin with exceptional promise. Anyone who finds or owns this coin in extra fine condition is truly holding a treasure worth celebrating and preserving for generations to come. Next up, the Australian 20-cent 1976 coin is a fascinating piece that instantly captures attention among collectors who believe that ordinary-looking coins can hold extraordinary potential. In very fine condition, this coin stands out as a strong example of Australia's decimal currency era and continues to gain recognition as a coin with serious long-term promise. When Australia transitioned to decimal currency, the 20-cent coin quickly became an essential part of everyday life. By 1976, this denomination was already firmly established, circulating widely while quietly building the foundation for future collector demand. The historical background of the 1976 issue places it in a period of economic growth and cultural confidence in Australia. Coins from this era reflect stability and national pride, qualities that collectors consistently value when searching for meaningful pieces. The design of the Australian 20-cent coin is one of its strongest attractions. Its distinctive scalloped edge immediately sets it apart, making it easy to recognize and highly memorable for both new and experienced collectors. On the reverse, the iconic platypus design symbolizes Australia's unique wildlife and natural heritage. This instantly recognizable image adds charm and national identity, increasing the coin's desirability in the global collector market. The obverse portrait of Queen Elizabeth II brings a sense of tradition and continuity. This portrait style represents an important chapter in Commonwealth coinage, adding depth and historical relevance to the 1976 coin. In very fine condition, the 1976 Australian 20-cent coin shows strong detail with minimal wear, allowing the design elements to remain crisp and attractive. This level of preservation significantly enhances its appeal to collectors. Condition plays a major role in collector demand, and very fine examples are especially sought after. Coins that balance light circulation with clear details are often seen as the perfect combination of authenticity and visual quality. Rarity in the modern coin market is often driven by demand, and the 1976 20-cent coin benefits from growing interest among collectors completing date runs and historical sets. This steady demand increases its perceived scarcity over time. Collectors are increasingly focusing on earlier decimal coins, and the 1976 issue fits perfectly into this trend. Its age, condition, and iconic design combine to create strong and lasting interest. In today's action market, Australian 20-cent coins from the 1970s are actively traded and closely watched. The 1976 coin consistently attracts attention due to its recognizability and reliable collector following. Current market values in dollars vary depending on eye appeal and surface quality, but very fine examples continue to show positive movement. Coins with balanced toning and clear details often command premium interest. The reputation of the Australian 20-cent series as a whole also supports the value of the 1976 coin. This denomination is widely collected, which naturally strengthens demand for key earlier dates. For collectors aiming to build wealth through coins, the 1976 Australian 20-cent piece offers a strong foundation. Its popularity ensures liquidity, making it an attractive option for both collectors and investors. Proper care is an important tip for collectors who want to protect long-term value. Storing the coin correctly helps preserve its condition and keeps it appealing to future buyers. Understanding the original mint characteristics of the 1976 coin allows collectors to confidently identify quality examples. Knowledge adds confidence and enhances collecting success. Another smart strategy is to follow auction results and collector forums, where Australian decimal coins consistently generate excitement. This ongoing activity highlights the strong demand for coins like the 1976 20-cent. The nostalgic connection many Australians have with this coin also fuels its popularity. Coins that people remember using often enjoy stronger emotional and financial appeal in the collector market. As interest in Australian coins continues to grow worldwide, well-known issues like the 1976 20-cent benefit from increased exposure and appreciation. The combination of historical importance, iconic design, and very fine condition places this coin firmly among rare coins today in the action market, especially for those thinking long-term. In conclusion, the Australian 20-cent 1976 coin is a powerful example of how a familiar circulation coin can evolve into a highly desirable collectible. With strong collector demand, positive market performance, and enduring national symbolism, this coin stands out as a piece that truly supports the idea that coins can make you a millionaire over time. Next up, the Australian 2-cent 1988 coin is one of those hidden treasures that collectors are now paying serious attention to. A simple bronze coin that once lived in everyday pockets but today carries enormous potential in the action market. Even in circulated condition, this coin stands out as a piece of Australian currency history that collectors chase because of its beauty, scarcity, and rising demand. For anyone searching for small coins with big money potential, the 1988 issue has become a true standout. The year 1988 was deeply significant for Australia, as the nation celebrated its bicentenary, marking 200 years of European settlement. This cultural milestone brought renewed interest in the country's identity, and the coins minted during this period naturally gained historical importance. The 2-cent coin from this year became part of this era of national pride, and today it carries that same historical energy, making it even more attractive to collectors who look for meaning behind every piece they add to their collection. This coin carries on Australia's iconic wildlife theme, a central part of the nation's decimal currency design. The reverse features the famous frilled neck lizard, one of Australia's most recognizable animals, beautifully sculpted in bronze. Even in circulated condition, the lizard's dynamic pose, spreading frill, and detailed outline remain striking, and this artistic flair continues to be one of the strongest reasons collectors gravitate toward the 2-cent series. On the obverse, the coin displays Raphael Makhlouf's elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This design, introduced in the mid-1980s, is widely admired for its refined detailing and balanced proportions, giving the coin a regal and dignified presence. Together, the two sides create a perfect combination of nature and tradition, a blend that strengthens its demand in both Australian and international collector markets. Circulated condition gives this coin a story, a journey, and a character that newer coins simply cannot replicate. The natural bronze toning, soft wear on the high points, and aged patina add charm and authenticity that collectors appreciate. Instead of weakening the coin, this condition enhances its appeal by highlighting its place in real Australian history, making it a living artifact rather than just a mint product. Rarity adds another powerful layer to this coin's desirability. Australia stopped minting the 2-cent coin in 1991 and fully withdrew it from circulation shortly after, meaning every surviving coin is part of a permanently limited supply. The 1988 issue, coming late in the coin's production life, now represents one of the final chapters of this iconic denomination. As more coins disappear into private collections each year, the remaining pieces become harder to find. Collectors also value the 1988 2-cent coin because coins from the late 1980s are increasingly recognized as undervalued treasures in the Australian numismatic world. As demand grows and supply shrinks, the rarity factor becomes more obvious, and this is pushing prices higher in today's collector market. Even circulated examples are gaining serious momentum, showing that condition alone does not limit a coin with strong collector demand. In the action market today, the 1988 2-cent coin is showing strong upward movement. Collectors are actively searching for key dates, discontinued denominations, and attractive bronze pieces that represent Australia's cultural identity. This coin fits all of those categories perfectly, giving it an advantage that few small-value coins possess. The intensity of demand is increasing each year as more people turn to coin collecting as a hobby and investment field. Current market values show clear signs of strong collector interest. Circulated coins already trade for prices far beyond their face value, and experts believe that the long-term trend for the 2-cent series is upward due to its discontinued status and iconic wildlife design. Even modest-grade examples from key years have shown impressive growth, demonstrating just how powerful this small coin is becoming in the numismatic world. The historical link to Australia's bicentenary adds an extra layer of value to the 1988 issue. Collectors often search for coins that represent important national moments, and this year stands out as one of the most celebrated in modern Australian history. The fact that the 2-cent coin remained in circulation during this milestone makes it a symbolic piece of the country's cultural timeline. For collectors who appreciate artistry, the 1988 coin is a masterpiece in miniature. Stuart Devlin's frilled neck lizard design remains one of the most admired wildlife artworks in global coinage. Its energy, detail, and natural movement create an unforgettable design that continues to inspire admiration even decades later. This unique design contributes significantly to the coin's long-term appeal. Circulated condition does not diminish this coin's importance. Rather, it highlights its real-world heritage. Collectors love coins that show they played a role in everyday life, especially when those coins come from a discontinued series. Each mark, each tone, and each sign of wear becomes part of the story that future collectors will appreciate even more as the coin becomes rarer with time. Investors are also turning their attention to this coin. Low-denomination bronze coins have historically shown strong performance once discontinued, and the Australian market is no exception. The combination of rarity, beauty, and historical timing makes this coin a promising option for those who want to build a long-term collection with future value potential. One of the strongest features of this coin is its accessibility. Even in circulated condition, it offers an approachable entry point for young collectors, new investors, and anyone excited to begin exploring Australia's rich numismatic history. It proves that a coin does not need to be expensive today in order to carry major value tomorrow. Holding a 1988 2-cent coin feels like holding a piece of Australia's natural and cultural identity. The frilled neck lizard captures the wild spirit of the continent, while the Queen's portrait connects it to broader Commonwealth history. This dual identity gives the coin a timeless appeal that ensures long-lasting collector demand. The future looks extremely bright for coins like the 1988 2-cent. As the series becomes older, as more coins disappear, and as more collectors focus on bronze denominations, values are expected to continue rising. The strong demand already visible in the market shows that this coin has secured its place among the Australian collectibles with the highest long-term potential. Collectors who own this coin today are in a powerful position because they hold a piece of history that cannot be replaced. The coin's distinctive design, its long journey through circulation, and its connection to a major national celebration all strengthen its importance. Once these coins become harder to find, their true value will shine even brighter. In conclusion, the Australian 2-cent 1988 coin in circulated condition is a high-potential treasure that collectors absolutely should not overlook. Its history, artistry, rarity, and rising demand combine to create a coin that stands proudly among Australia's most promising collectible pieces. For anyone hoping to discover a small coin with millionaire-level potential, this remarkable 1988 bronze piece may very well be the one that unlocks that opportunity. Next up, the Australian 2-cent 1984 coin stands today as one of the most exciting discoveries in the world of small-denomination collectibles. Even though it began as everyday pocket change, this coin has grown into a hidden treasure that collectors are now chasing across the globe. In very fine condition, the 1984 issue carries both quality and history, making it a standout piece for anyone hoping to uncover a coin that could one day be worth a fortune. The story of this coin begins during a period when Australia was continuing to refine its decimal currency system. Bronze coins were still widely used in the early 1980s, and the 2-cent piece remained a respected symbol of Australia's unique wildlife-themed designs. The 1984 mintage represents an era when craftsmanship and cultural identity were deeply embedded in the country's circulating coinage, and that heritage is now part of what makes this year so appealing. Every 1984 2-cent coin carries the spirit of Australia through its iconic design. The reverse features the frilled neck lizard, a creature famous for its dramatic appearance and its unmistakable Australian identity. This artwork, created by Stuart Devlin, has long been celebrated as one of the most beautiful wildlife designs in world coinage. Even in very fine condition, the sharp lines and characteristic frill of the lizard retain a bold presence that attracts collectors instantly. On the obverse, the sculpted portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maklauf adds elegance and dignity to the coin. His design captures a royal presence that gives the coin a refined appearance, creating a perfect balance with the dynamic wildlife design on the reverse. Together, these two artworks make the 2-cent coin series one of the most admired in Australian numismatic history. The color of the 1984 2-cent coin in very fine condition adds warm character to its overall appeal. Bronze coins naturally develop rich tones over time, and when preserved well, they showcase a beautiful blend of natural aging and detailed artistry. Collectors especially appreciate pieces that maintain their original surface highlights, and this coin does exactly that, offering both beauty and history in one compact treasure. Rarity plays a major role in elevating the desirability of the 1984 issue. While millions were once made, far fewer survive today in collectible condition. Many were heavily circulated, lost, damaged, or melted over time, leaving a limited pool of high-quality examples. As collectors increasingly focus on early 1980s Australian bronze coins, the 1984 year has become one of the rising stars in the market. The growing demand for this coin isn't just based on age. It is driven by the sharp increase in collectors seeking discontinued denominations. Australia withdrew the 2-cent coin from circulation in 1991, which means every surviving piece is now part of a permanently limited supply. This scarcity creates a momentum that pushes demand higher each year, especially for coins that still offer strong visual appeal. Very fine condition adds a powerful advantage to this coin's desirability. In this grade, the design remains crisp, the surfaces still show their original form, and the lizard's iconic details remain visible and attractive. A very fine example is considered a premium circulated grade, highly sought after by collectors who want quality without the high cost of uncirculated pieces. This makes it both accessible and valuable in today's market. Collectors often refer to the 1984 2-cent coin as a sleeper coin, a coin that quietly grows in value as more people begin to recognize its potential. In recent years, activity in the Australian coin market has increased dramatically, and small denomination coins like this one are now receiving the attention they deserve. This renewed interest places the 1984 coin firmly in the category of pieces that could surprise everyone with future value growth. Current market trends show that collectors actively hunt for standout examples of this year. Very fine coins already bring impressive amounts compared to their original face value, and prices continue to increase as demand grows. Many collectors believe that the bronze series has not yet reached its full value potential, meaning that today's purchases could become tomorrow's high-value holdings. As with many rising coins, investors appreciate the 1984 2-cent piece for its combination of rarity, condition, and historical importance. It represents an era of Australian minting that will never return, and the end of the denomination ensures it will only become more difficult to find as years pass. This gives the coin a strong foundation for future market performance. Collectors aiming to build complete sets of the 2-cent coins also elevate the demand for this year. A high-quality 1984 example can instantly strengthen a collection and make it more attractive to future buyers. The coin's artistic beauty and connection to Australia's cultural identity help secure its place as one of the essential pieces in the entire series. The design itself contributes to the coin's rising prestige. The frilled neck lizard remains one of the most popular wildlife symbols featured on any coin worldwide. This timeless artwork combines animation, detail, and character in a way that appeals to collectors of all ages, ensuring long-lasting global interest. Collectors who handle this coin understand the importance of preserving its condition. Even in very fine grade, proper storage can maintain or even enhance the coin's appearance as time goes on. Keeping it in a protective holder prevents further wear, helping maintain its premium status in the eyes of future buyers and collectors. For new collectors entering the hobby, the 1984 2-cent coin offers an ideal balance of affordability, rarity, and growth potential. It provides a realistic entry point into numismatics while also offering the excitement of holding a piece that could appreciate significantly as demand continues to increase. This makes it an attractive option for both beginners and experienced collectors. As more international collectors discover Australian coinage, the 1984 2-cent coin is gaining recognition beyond Australia's borders. The combination of unique wildlife design and discontinued denomination appeals to global markets, expanding the coin's reach and strengthening its long-term value prospects. The success of this coin in today's market proves that small denominations can carry immense collector power. Its beauty, history, and scarcity give it a natural advantage, and with strong demand already established, its future looks even more promising. Buyers who secure high-quality examples now may find themselves holding one of the next major Australian bronze success stories. In conclusion, the Australian 2-cent 1984 coin in very fine condition is a standout treasure with exceptional potential. Its historical roots, stunning design, increasing rarity, and impressive market performance make it a coin that collectors cannot afford to overlook. This is a piece with strong momentum, high demand, and the kind of long-term promise that could turn an ordinary discovery into a millionaire-level opportunity. The Australian 20-cent 1981 coin is a powerful reminder that even everyday circulating coins can hold extraordinary potential. At first glance, it may appear ordinary, but in the world of coin collecting, pieces like this have proven time and again that hidden value can exist where few people are looking. The history of the 1981 Australian 20-cent coin places it firmly within a mature period of Australia's decimal currency system. By this time, the 20-cent denomination was deeply embedded in daily commerce, quietly moving through countless hands while building long-term collector interest. This era of Australian coinage reflects stability, national identity, and strong craftsmanship. Coins from the early 1980s are increasingly viewed as classic modern issues, making the 1981 20-cent coin an important part of Australia's monetary story. One of the most unique features of the Australian 20-cent coin is its distinctive scalloped edge. This instantly recognizable shape sets it apart from many other world coins and makes it especially appealing to collectors who value originality and design. The reverse design proudly features the platypus, one of Australia's most iconic native animals. This symbol of uniqueness and adaptability perfectly represents the nation and adds lasting charm to the coin's visual appeal. On the obverse, the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II adds historical depth and international recognition. This portrait style connects the coin to a broader Commonwealth tradition, increasing its relevance beyond Australia alone. Even in circulated condition, the 1981 Australian 20-cent coin retains strong character. Lightware tells the story of real use while still preserving the essential details that collectors appreciate. Condition plays a major role in collector demand, and circulated examples are often actively sought after. These coins are accessible, authentic, and increasingly recognized as undervalued entry points into serious collecting. Rarity in today's market is not always about low mintage numbers, but about growing demand. The 1981 20-cent coin benefits from rising interest in earlier decimal issues, making it a standout in the action market. Collectors around the world are paying closer attention to Australian coins, especially those with recognizable designs and historical significance. This global attention continues to push demand higher. In the current coin market, Australian 20-cent coins from the late 20th century are frequently traded and closely followed. The 1981 issue consistently appears in collections, auctions, and searches by motivated buyers. Market values in dollars depend on overall eye appeal and preservation, but circulated 1981 20-cent coins continue to show strong interest. Coins with even wear and clear design elements are especially attractive to collectors. As awareness grows, many collectors believe these coins are still in an early stage of appreciation. This belief fuels excitement and reinforces the idea that today's affordable coins can become tomorrow's prized assets. For those who dream of coins that could make you a millionaire, the key is patience and knowledge. Coins like the 1981 Australian 20-cent piece represent long-term opportunity rather than quick results. Collectors are encouraged to learn the subtle differences in strike quality and surface appearance. Understanding these details helps identify examples that stand out in a competitive market. Proper storage is another essential tip for protecting value. Keeping circulated coins safe from further wear helps preserve their appeal and supports long-term demand. Following auction trends and collector discussions provides valuable insight into market momentum. The consistent presence of the 1981 20-cent coin highlights its strong and growing popularity. There is also a nostalgic element attached to this coin, as many people remember using it in everyday life. Nostalgia often plays a powerful role in driving future collector demand. As more collectors complete decimal sets and seek earlier dates, the 1981 issue continues to benefit from increased attention. This steady interest strengthens its position as a rare coin in today's action market. The combination of iconic design, historical relevance, and solid collector demand makes this coin especially appealing to long-term holders. It represents reliability and growth potential in one small piece of metal. In conclusion, the Australian 20-cent 1981 coin proves that circulated coins can still hold remarkable promise. With rising demand, strong national symbolism, and growing recognition in the collector world, this coin stands proudly among those that keep alive the exciting belief that the right coins, held patiently, can one day help make you a millionaire. Next up, the Australian 20-cent 1994 coin, a circulating classic that many people have held in their hands without realizing its growing collector interest. This is one of those coins that reminds us how ordinary pocket change can sometimes connect to extraordinary possibilities in the world of numismatics. The Australian 20-cent coin has long been a symbol of the nation's modern coinage, and the 1994 issue sits proudly within that legacy. Struck during a period of strong economic confidence in Australia, this coin reflects the craftsmanship and precision of the Royal Australian Mint at a time when circulation coins were produced in massive numbers, yet still maintained high design standards. In 1994, Australia was well into the decimal currency era, and the 20-cent coin played a vital role in everyday transactions. From public transport to small purchases, this denomination was constantly in motion, which makes surviving examples in appealing circulated condition especially interesting to collectors today. The obverse of the 1994 Australian 20-cent coin features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a design that connects this coin to decades of Commonwealth history. The portrait reflects stability, continuity, and the long reign that shaped modern Australian coinage, adding a layer of historical importance that collectors truly appreciate. On the reverse, the iconic platypus design instantly captures attention. This uniquely Australian animal has become one of the most recognizable coin designs in the world, symbolizing national identity and originality. The clean lines and balanced composition of the platypus make this coin visually appealing even in circulated color condition. One of the most attractive features of the 1994 issue is its consistent strike quality. Even coins that have seen circulation often retain strong details, especially on the platypus and the surrounding legends. This makes it easier for collectors to find appealing examples that still display character and history. The circulated color condition of this coin actually adds charm rather than weakness. Many collectors value coins that show honest wear because they tell a story of real-world use. This natural toning and soft wear can enhance eye appeal, especially when the coin has not been cleaned or altered. When it comes to rarity, the 1994 Australian 20-cent coin stands out in a special way. While it was produced for circulation, demand has steadily increased as collectors focus more closely on specific years, varieties, and condition-based scarcity. As more coins are pulled from circulation and placed into collections, availability continues to tighten. Collector demand for Australian decimal coins has grown strongly in recent years, and the 1994 20-cent coin benefits directly from this trend. Both local and international collectors are paying closer attention to Australian issues, recognizing their quality, history, and long-term potential. In the current auction market, well-preserved circulated examples of the 1994 Australian 20-cent coin are actively traded. Prices vary depending on eye appeal and overall condition, but demand remains consistent, showing that collectors are willing to pay strong dollar values for coins that stand out. As interest continues to rise, higher-end circulated coins with pleasing color and minimal damage are especially sought after. These coins often attract competitive bidding, pushing values upward and reinforcing the idea that this is a coin worth holding onto. For collectors who enjoy searching through change or older collections, the 1994 20-cent coin represents an exciting opportunity. Finding a strong example in circulated condition can feel like discovering a hidden treasure that connects the past with future value potential. One important tip for collectors is to focus on originality. Coins that have not been harshly cleaned or polished are far more desirable in the market. Natural surfaces and authentic wear are key factors that support strong demand and long-term collectability. Proper storage is another essential consideration. Even circulated coins benefit from being stored carefully in holders or albums that protect them from further wear. Simple preservation steps can help maintain the coin's appeal and market strength over time. Collectors should also keep an eye on auction trends and collector forums, where interest in Australian 20-cent coins is frequently discussed. Staying informed allows collectors to understand market momentum and recognize when demand is especially strong. The idea of coins that could make you a millionaire often begins with coins like this, pieces that start as everyday currency and gradually gain recognition. The 1994 Australian 20-cent coin represents that journey from circulation to collector spotlight. What makes this coin particularly exciting is its balance of accessibility and demand. It is not locked away in museums or elite collections, yet it continues to gain respect and attention within the numismatic community. As more collectors turn their focus toward Australian decimal coins, the 1994 20-cent issue stands tall as a year worth watching. Its design, history, and growing demand place it firmly on the radar of serious enthusiasts. In conclusion, the Australian 20-cent 1994 coin is far more than loose change. It is a piece of national history, a beautifully designed circulating coin, and a highly demanded collectible in today's active market. For collectors who believe in the power of everyday coins and long-term potential, this coin shines as a positive and exciting example of what numismatics is all about. Next up, the Australian 20-cent 1966 coin in red circulated condition. This is a legendary first-year issue that continues to excite collectors and fuel the dream of coins that could make you a millionaire. The year 1966 marks a historic turning point for Australia, as the nation officially introduced decimal currency. The 20-cent coin released that year became part of a brand new system, instantly giving it deep historical importance. Any coin tied to such a major national change automatically commands attention and long-term respect in the collector world. The Royal Australian Mint struck the 1966 20-cent coin with care and precision, knowing it would represent the future of Australian money. This coin was handled daily by millions of Australians, making surviving examples in attractive circulated condition especially meaningful today. Each piece carries the energy of a nation stepping into a new era. On the obverse, the coin proudly displays the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, symbolizing continuity and stability during a time of change. This early decimal portrait connects the coin to both tradition and progress, a balance that collectors strongly value. The clear royal profile enhances the coin's authority and timeless appeal. The reverse design features the iconic platypus, one of the most celebrated symbols in Australian coinage. Bold, confident, and instantly recognizable, the platypus gives the 20-cent coin a unique identity that sets it apart globally. This design alone keeps demand strong year after year. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1966 20-cent coin is its composition. Struck in high silver content, it stands out from later issues that moved to copper-nickel. This precious metal foundation adds intrinsic value and elevates the coin far beyond ordinary circulation pieces. The red circulated color seen on many 1966 examples is highly appreciated by collectors. This natural toning develops over decades and gives each coin its own personality. Rather than reducing interest, this warm red hue often enhances visual appeal and signals originality. Because these coins circulated heavily in their early years, finding well-preserved examples today is increasingly exciting. Demand remains intense because collectors actively seek authentic circulated coins that still show strong detail and honest wear. These pieces tell a real story of Australia's monetary history. Rarity plays a major role in the growing attraction of the 1966 20-cent coin. While large numbers were originally minted, decades of melting, collecting, and loss have significantly reduced availability. This ongoing reduction supports strong competition whenever quality examples appear on the market. Collector demand for silver Australian coins has surged in recent years, and the 1966 20-cent coin stands at the center of that movement. Both new collectors and experienced investors recognize its importance, making it one of the most actively searched Australian decimal coins today. In the current auction market, the Australian 20-cent 1966 coin consistently achieves strong dollar values. Circulated examples with appealing red toning regularly sell for impressive prices, while higher quality pieces can command even stronger results depending on condition and eye appeal. What makes this coin especially powerful is its dual appeal. It attracts history lovers, silver investors, and serious numismatists at the same time. This wide audience keeps demand high and market momentum positive. For collectors searching through old collections or inherited change, discovering a 1966 20-cent coin can be a thrilling moment. It represents one of those rare opportunities where history, metal value, and collector passion meet in a single coin. A smart tip for collectors is to focus on originality and surface quality. Coins with natural color, strong details, and no harsh cleaning are always the most desirable. These characteristics support premium prices and long-term confidence in the market. Proper storage also plays a key role in protecting value. Even circulated coins benefit greatly from being stored carefully to preserve their color and surfaces. Simple protection helps maintain strong collector appeal for years to come. Following auction trends and collector discussions can provide valuable insight into market strength. The 1966 20-cent coin consistently appears in conversations about high-demand Australian coins, reinforcing its reputation as a standout issue. The phrase, "coins that could make you a millionaire," often starts with historically important silver coins like this one. The 1966 Australian 20-cent coin shows how everyday currency can transform into a powerful collectible with lasting value. Its first-year status, silver composition, iconic design, and growing scarcity combine to create a coin that continues to shine. Few Australian decimal coins offer such a complete package of history and demand. As interest in Australian coins continues to rise globally, the 1966 20-cent coin remains firmly in the spotlight. Each year, fewer examples are available, while more collectors enter the market searching for this classic piece. In conclusion, the Australian 20-cent 1966 coin in red circulated condition is far more than old change. It is a symbol of Australia's decimal beginning, a silver treasure, and a highly demanded collectible in today's active auction market. For collectors who believe in the power of history and long-term value, this coin stands as a truly exciting and rewarding piece to own. Next up, the Australian 20-cent 1982 coin in very fine condition, a piece that continues to gain attention in the collector world and perfectly fits the idea of coins that could make you a millionaire through smart collecting and long-term vision. The 1982 Australian 20-cent coin comes from an important period in Australia's decimal currency history. By the early 1980s, the 20-cent denomination was firmly established as a key part of daily life, circulating widely across the country while maintaining strong production quality from the Royal Australian Mint. This era represents maturity in Australia's coinage system, where design consistency and minting precision work together. The 1982 issue reflects that balance, making it an attractive choice for collectors who value stability, history, and recognizable national symbols. The obverse of the coin features the well-known portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a design that connects this coin to decades of Australian and Commonwealth heritage. This portrait adds authority and timeless appeal, reinforcing the coin's importance in any Australian decimal collection. On the reverse, the iconic platypus design stands proudly, instantly recognizable and uniquely Australian. This bold and confident image has made the 20-cent coin one of the most loved designs in the world, and the 1982 issue carries that same strong visual impact. One of the standout features of the 1982 Australian 20-cent coin is its clean and balanced strike. In very fine condition, details on both sides remain sharp and pleasing, offering collectors a coin that looks impressive while still reflecting authentic circulation history. The natural color seen on very fine examples adds warmth and character to the coin. This gentle aging enhances eye appeal and signals originality, something collectors strongly value when evaluating coins for long-term demand. While the 1982 20-cent coin was minted for circulation, collector interest has grown steadily over time. As collectors focus more on condition-based scarcity, very fine examples are becoming increasingly desirable in the active market. Rarity in this case is driven by demand and survival. Many coins from this period were heavily circulated, making higher quality examples harder to find today. This growing scarcity supports strong collector competition and sustained market interest. Australian decimal coins have seen a noticeable rise in popularity, both locally and internationally. The 1982 20-cent coin benefits directly from this trend, as collectors seek complete date runs and standout condition pieces. In the current auction market, the Australian 20-cent 1982 coin shows consistent strength. Coins in very fine condition attract solid dollar values, especially when surfaces are original and eye appeal is strong, reinforcing its status as a highly demanded collectible. What makes this coin especially attractive is its accessibility combined with growing respect. It is still possible to find, yet demand continues to rise, creating an exciting balance that many collectors look for when building valuable collections. For collectors searching through older change, collections, or inherited coins, the 1982 20-cent coin can be a rewarding discovery. Finding one in very fine condition feels like uncovering a hidden piece of Australia's monetary story. A valuable tip for collectors is to prioritize condition and originality. Coins that retain clear details, natural color, and minimal marks are the ones that consistently perform well in the market and attract serious buyer interest. Proper storage is another important factor. Even circulated coins benefit greatly from careful handling and protection, which helps preserve their appearance and keeps them attractive to future buyers and collectors. Keeping an eye on auction results and collector discussions can also be helpful. The 1982 Australian 20-cent coin frequently appears in conversations about strong demand decimal issues, highlighting its growing reputation. The phrase "coins that could make you a millionaire" often begins with solid, dependable coins like this one. The 1982 20-cent coin shows how steady demand and collector confidence can build long-term value over time. Its classic design, respected place in Australian history, and increasing collector focus make it a coin that continues to gain momentum. These qualities keep it firmly positioned as a desirable piece in the market. As more collectors turn their attention toward Australian decimal coinage, The 1982 20-cent issue remains an important year to watch. Each quality example added to collections further strengthens demand. In conclusion, the Australian 20-cent 1982 coin in very fine condition is far more than everyday change. It is a strong historical piece, a visually appealing collectible, and a highly demanded coin in today's auction market. For collectors who believe in positive long-term potential and the power of Australian coins, this issue stands out as a confident and exciting addition to any collection.